Pickup here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to clean and oil your tack, and I'm going to be showing you how to do it on the saddle and as well as the bridle, just in case if you don't know that you should actually oil your tack so it prevents it from cracking and getting too dry if it is leather tack. Okay, so over here I have my supplies. I just have some water in here and a towel and some gloves. I already have gloves on, but those are just laying there. I don't know why. But then I have my leather cream. I use the Skidmore's leather cream. It is made with natural oils and beeswax. And I think the natural stuff is the best for your saddle because it just helps it a lot. And this is made in Port Townsend, Washington. This is really good for your saddle, like I said, because it's the cream kind, and it just looks like this. Let me show you. Just like that. Just sort of creamy. And you can get this at your tack shop or just like any horse place, really. So now that you have all your supplies and you have a saddle, of course, and tack, and you need a saddle stand probably. I'm just using a metal one. But you just have all that stuff and then you'll be ready to go. Okay, so I'm just going to get my towel a little bit wet and I'm going to clean off the saddle and just get into the cracks and stuff where you wouldn't usually get, so the saddle cream can get deep down in there and really clean your saddle. And especially if you have like little designs on your saddle, you want to get down in there with the water. And especially if you ride an arena a lot, it's going to be dusty and dirty, as you can see. And well, if you have dirt, and it depends what your footing is in your arena, but if you have dirt, of course it's going to be dusty, and you just need to get all that off so you can really get good with the cream. And if you just clean with water, it would dry out your saddle, so you don't want to do that. You always want to oil it after. And get underneath the skirts and all the crevices, of course. You don't want to miss any spots. And you don't want to get it too wet either, because that wouldn't be good for the cream. And if you got some parts a little bit too wet, you could just dry it a little bit because you want the oil to be able to get in there. Okay, after you're all done dusting your saddle or cleaning it, you can take your oil, and this is kind of separated a little bit, so I'm going to stir it a little bit. So I'm going to take about this much and then just go around in circles like this. So just work it in the saddle leather, just to get all the dry areas especially, and try not to get it on the cloth part of your saddle if you have any cloth on your saddle, because that wouldn't be good and you don't want to put the cream on that. So you're basically going in circular motions and you're pressing a little hard, and not too hard though, and then just getting all the dry areas and around the edges as well. You're going to want a little more for the cracks. I just grabbed some on my towel here, and you just get in the cracks because it's harder to get with the towel, and just go in circular motions again, and all around the edges as well, and just in all the little cracks. And especially if there's designs, like I said, you want to get that pretty good. And when you're going around these areas, you try not to get in the middle too much. You just go around the leather part, around the edge, and then you go ahead and go under, and then get everything underneath there as well, and all in the cracks. It's pretty self-explanatory after you get the hang of it. As you can tell, my saddle is really soaking up this a lot because it really needed to be oiled. And you can also, as you can see, this is kind of dirty, the metal parts. You can also use a tarnish on that just to make it extra shiny if you want. Don't forget to do the stirrup, of course, and you can get to the underside as well, and all the way down. And you probably will notice that your saddle won't be as squeaky after you've done this a couple times, because this makes the leather break in pretty well and get it softer so it's not as squeaky, so that will be really nice. In case if anyone's wondering, my saddle is a Circle Y brand saddle. There's the logo if you're wanting to look up my saddle. Careful around the ledge again, don't get it on the cloth, and get it in all the little cracks and right up to the ledge and around the back. And don't forget the front, of course, and this part of my saddle has a lot of design, so it's hard to get in the cracks. You just got to make sure you do. And look at the beautiful Circle Y brand. And I definitely recommend these saddles. They are so nice, They're a little bit on the spendy side, well, a lot on the spendy side, but they're really nice and definitely worth your money, I would say. And like, people, don't spend more money on your saddle than you do on your horse. And also you can get in here where you notch up the stirrups and stuff, and you can also get your stirrup if you'd like, but it's not a must do because your stirrups just get really dirty anyway. Okay, so just one last thing, just look around, see if there's any more dry spots, just in case if the saddle soaked up all the oil, you can redo it and just make sure they're all good. Okay, so now that you have your saddle done, you want to go on to your other tack, and I'm going to be doing the bridle. As you can tell, this bridle is very dry and it really needs to be oiled. And I'm also going to show you how to clean the bit because this is also very dirty. Okay, let's just start off by taking off the reins, and the reins are right here, and they hook onto the bit if you didn't know that. And you just unclip them and unclip both sides. Okay, after I set my bridle off, I just got the reins to work on first. So here I'm just going to set them on my saddle, and this isn't actually my bridle or reins. I just use this just for everyday stuff, so I don't ruin my really nice one. But so I just put it on the saddle, and you just take your oil, get some more on there, about that much. So find which way the grain of your leather is, and in this case, the cat. He wants to be in the video so bad, he's super soft. So you just go with the grain, like I said, so you just take your rag with your oil, and then you go on both sides, and then you just oil them all the way down. And you just do this all the way down on both sides. So these are really extremely dry, so I'm just going to take like a ton. It depends how dry your reins are. And like that's a lot. Okay, let's just oil them a lot because they are taking a lot and soaking it up. So it depends on the condition of your tack. You can use a lot, little. It really depends on how much it needs to be oiled. And also you might drop your rag in the dirt. So you just take them down all around. You just go all the way down. Just full thing. Yeah, that one's done. And after you're done oiling them, don't drop them in the dirt. That would be a good idea. Got a lot here, and this is totally gonna just soak it all up. It's gonna be nice and soft. Someone's been naughty. Now that I'm all done with these, I'm going to set these aside and work on my bridle. Well, it's actually not my bridle, but the bridle. Okay, so if you didn't know the parts of the bridle, these are the cheek straps, and this is a chin strap. This is a brow band, and then you just work wherever, you just get all these areas, all the leather areas, of course. Same as the reins, just go with the grain. Hey, that rhymed. And you can also take apart your bridle somewhat to make it easier, but I'm just going to do it like this. And now we have the bridle all done. We're going to work on the bit, and first thing to notice about the bit, or to recognize, is that you need to not use soap when you clean the bit because it might taste bad to the horse or it could be toxic to the horse, and that would not do good at all. Now I have some water, and you take a clean part of your cloth and just dip it and just start cleaning it basically. Get especially in the cracks and the icky hay boy that likes to eat hay while he has a bitten. Okay, so just get in the cracks and just around where he would slobber and stuff, and just make it nice and clean for him, and he'll probably appreciate it. Sometimes it helps to hang it up and do it because you have some extra working space, or it's more easy. So you don't have to try and hold on to it and clean it. This is much easier. Okay, so that is basically cleaning your tack, and my hands are almost frozen off because of the wet water, and it's kind of cold outside, and as you can tell, my hands are kind of red. And so thanks for watching this video, and I hope you guys learned something, and I hope I did a good job explaining, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!